Part 1 Assessment, Task 4, Tobacco Control and Health Promotion. So in this section we're going to be looking at tobacco control and health promotion, and you'll see that the questions are in what's called a graphic organizer. So there's actually boxes in which you put your answers. So you need to review the smoking cessation literature and provide information about tobacco use in New Zealand. So you might want to look up the New Zealand Health Survey from 2012-13. There's some excellent information there, but you have to look up a document that has this sort of information in it and answer the questions provided. We want to know the name of the reference you looked at, and we want you to have a look at the statistics that were provided there. The purpose of this is to just give you an idea of some of the actual research and stats that are out there. For question 2, we need you to look at the tobacco control legislation and describe the approach it uses to enhance health and restrict the use and sale of tobacco products. So there's actual laws out there that are promoting good health and restricting the sale of tobacco. So for each of these things, and all of this information is provided in your online module in the little blue boxes that you can scroll through in Module 1. So what approach does the Smoke-Free Environments Act, what approach does this take to restrict the use and sale of tobacco products? So go back through your online information or Google it and make sure you clearly answer, just 1 or 2 sentences, what the Smoke-Free Environments Act 1990 does related to the use and sale of tobacco. Also look at the Smoke-Free Environments Regulations 2007 and provide the same amount of detail. Then on the next page, question 3 is to think about the Ottawa Convention and the purpose and strategies for health promotion. You just need to write a sentence or 2 to describe each strategy in that middle column that's provided. Then write a sentence or 2 to describe the purpose of each strategy in the right column. So just to revisit that, 1, you describe the strategy, what the strategy was, and then 2, you describe the purpose of the strategy. So why was the strategy put in place? So we've got the information. The first part is creating supportive environments. And when you look at this information, you need to go back through the online module and get the information that describes from the Ottawa Convention the strategy for creating supportive environments. What was it? And what was the purpose of it? For strengthening community action. How did the Ottawa Convention strengthen community action? And what was the purpose of this? How did it build health and public policy? And what was the purpose for this? How does it develop personal skills? What was the strategy for that? And what was the purpose for it? And then reorienting health services. You know, money may have been taken from one existing program and put into smoking cessation programs. So what was the strategy, and describe the purpose. Then you have to write a sentence or 2 to describe the ABC model in the middle column of your sheet, and write a few sentences to describe the purpose of the model. So we don't want the whole model written out, and the boxes will expand to accommodate what you write. But just summarize what the ABC model is, and then describe the purpose of the ABC model alongside. Then when we get to question 4, there's another big chart of information. And in this question, you need to read through and consider recognised models of health promotion. Now these are all available in your online module, and if you Googled them, there's oodles more information available too. Then think about the characteristics or the focuses of each of these models and complete the table with the information. You can put bullet points, you don't have to have long sentences, but you do have to provide the details that are provided. For example, the first model is the Ottawa Charter. In the column beside it, it asks you, describe at least 4 characteristics of this model. So in that box, you can simply put bullet points for 4 characteristics of the model, and you will be able to find all this information in the online module 1. Next to this, the column says, describe your role and function as a stop smoking practitioner at your workplace and how it aligns with each model. So with the Ottawa Charter, what is it you do at work that aligns and promotes and helps this model? Next line down is the Pacific model of health promotion. You go through the same process, 4 characteristics of the model, and then how you use that model in your workplace. So each of the models is listed, and you are to go through 4 characteristics of each model and how you use that at work. And then you're allowed to add one other strategy or model of your own. You must add one strategy, it's not optional, and you have to name the strategy as well so we know which one you're talking about. So there's a lot of detailed information there. You will be able to find all of it in the online module. And then for question 5, it says review some of the reference material and information you were given in module 1 about why quitting smoking is important. Write a few sentences to describe the evidence there is to support the benefits of smoking. So not the things you think, but what is the evidence that's out there that actually supports quitting smoking. And then after reviewing your reference material and information from Module 1, choose one example of a smoking cessation initiative and describe how it promotes health. You will need to include a few sentences. So name what the initiative is and then write a few sentences about how this initiative promotes health. Once you've done that, there's one more task to do for the Assessment 1. Thank you.